Not even in a cocktail. Hey guys. Hello everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you are good. Really do. This is LABRISH. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. Right now we're talking about Love Island ALLSTARS episode 11.
Wow.
And guys, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm all things sugar and shade Sade. Hey. And I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
Yes. And guys, remember, you know what to do. Upon entry, hit that like button, please. Bump it now. Make sure you get involved in the conversation. Also, oops, I forgot to do my little... They don't do that. Make sure you get involved in the conversation. Share this with like-minded people as well, and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Your Aunties Could Never, nanaevanscom, and Hey, it's Sade Salami. Yes, it's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Hey everybody. Hey Lady Lyric. Hey Alicia. Everybody just come into the chat. Start talking as well.
Yeah.
Let's
go. Say that again. What did you say?
Looks like an interesting episode.
Yeah, I think so. We had a lot going on. Obviously, there was the recoupling. We finished, picked up with that. Tyler picks Hannah. Hey, Bev. Tyler picks Hannah. Ugh. Anyway, Messy Mitch messes up again in that terrible speech. Terrible speech. Like, literally, the guy can't catch a break at all. And Callum... well, his whole era has been revealed. It's been revealed. Wait, seriously, I don't know what's going on, but I know these. I think the producers are struggling, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
They definitely are struggling. That was a struggle episode. They managed to squeeze as much out of it, but definitely outside of all of the adverts, it was about 48 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It wasn't long at all.
That was a struggle episode.
Sorry, my bad. I was just setting myself up there. Guys, let us know, what is your one word to describe the episode in your opinion? What do you think? Actually, go ahead, Nana. What do you think?
I was okay. So it was around Callum, really, because I think that was that stands out. I think I'm gonna go with Hopocalypse. That's my yes.
I'm gonna go with Struggle Love, yeah. But not in that traditional sense, as in like everyone's struggling to make connections. Seriously, like no one likes who they're with. Let's be real. No one likes who they're with.
Tom and Molly-ish are okay, but that's pretty much it.
You think?
Ish.
Tommy's just with Molly just because he wants a flavor. He likes Georgia S.
He said he likes her though. I think they're probably the only ones. Sonia Barley says trifling. Alicia Messiah says hypnotized chicken.
You see that was hilarious to me. That was so funny because I'm thinking, yeah, for real though, that is kind of like what you are, bro. Do you know what I mean? I was gonna Google it and see if you can do that. I think you can, but yeah.
Jordan Parker says, agree, Sade. I think none of these people need to couple up. None.
Yeah. Boy. It's given staged. I'm not gonna lie. Callum dumb, can you see Georgia's face? Yes, it's true. Okay. So yeah, getting into it. Sorry if I'm a bit like, I'm noticing my voice, you know, because I went out yesterday. Remnants. So we're working hard for you guys, man. You know what I mean?
Back at it again. Sonia Barley says Tyler needs to find shame expeditiously picking Auntie Hannah when what a waste of height. Tom is also a waste of height, tall for nothing. I agree.
Honestly,
I absolutely agree.
Honestly. Yeah, and I agree with Shantae there. Shantae May.
Yeah, Shantae May says Tom only likes the aesthetic of him and Molly. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But she also seems to be enamored with Tom. I'm
No,
not seeing anybody seems to have like that reciprocal, you know, maybe
she was
not.
chatting with what's it called? With Toby.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I still think she likes Tom over Toby. If it came down to it, she's picking Tom, not Toby.
No, I don't know, because I think like if Tom likes Georgia, like I don't know. Actually, they all like Georgia S and Molly. They all of them. Toby, Tom, and Callum. They all like the same two girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, this
that is so like, what's wrong with you people?
It's horrible.
Yes, as Gilda said, it's messy.
It really is. Okay, let's get into it. So yeah, the boys are choosing. We picked up at the recoupling. Tom has been coupled by the public with Molly, Sophie with Josh, right? So then the boys are choosing. Tyler goes first. Oh my god. So yes, he has officially, it's absolutely official. He has come in the villa to play in Kaz's faith. Yeah, that's his role. That's what he's here to do. Yeah. So he decides to choose Hannah. I was just what?
I had my face in my hands, you know. I had my face in my hands, like this dude is really being pimped out. This is what you are. Like, oh,
so disappointing. So disappointing. And Kaz knew already. She was just like, because he was talking like, oh, it could be you. Like, do you know what I mean? The way they edited it was like that. But Kaz was just like, face forward, I'm focused because I know this guy about to play me. I'm not smiling, nothing. I know you're not talking about me. Yeah, it was just didn't like it.
And then to top it off, it's like what Hannah was wearing as well. Like she literally looked like a clown. Like he looked like he picked the court jester. Like I was literally like, this is so embarrassing. Honestly, I'm feeling embarrassed now.
Like I don't know why that's even an offer for them to wear.
I don't know. Exactly.
Why is it there? She just looked horrible, and I just didn't like his speech or anything like that. Callum goes next, and he's just like, you know, this girl has got like the same values as me, the same morals. It's an easy decision, and he picks Georgia S. Just like shit.
And she didn't look happy.
She did not. She sat down, and it was just like she didn't say anything. She was just she looked a bit fuming, to be honest.
Yeah, she looked pissed off at the public and pissed that she had been selected. Like she sat down, like, oh, here I am. Like it
said nothing.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Chris, Chris. You know what, the clip that we saw yesterday, on first look, it was much worse. Seeing the full thing, it was actually much worse, and he's literally physically recoiling, at the thought of being with advocates. Like he was physically. I was just like, mate. It's like it's been a shit day. It's ended. I'm in an awkward predicament. You know, there's someone on the lineup that I can't move forward with. Like, bro, relax. No, it was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. It was so brutal, And then he finally says Kaz. And Kaz is just like, me.
The way she said me cracked me up. I was actually crying. I was like, this girl, she can't leave. Like, we actually need Kaz, but I need Kaz to have a man that likes her as well.
Yeah.
But
that's not going to happen. Great. But
She
really was like, me. You're picking me. Serious. And you know what I mean? So he's just like, yeah. And then when she sat down, she was just like, you know what? That was really rude. What you done was actually really rude. You embarrassed her. And he just looked like, oh, what do you mean? Do you know what I mean? And Kaz's face, she was fuming. She was absolutely fuming, sitting there next to him. Toby goes next, and he's just like, this girl's beautiful, she's so flirty and everything like that. And he picks Abacus, obviously. She seems really happy about that, or maybe pretending to be happy. Maybe these are the acting skills that she's trying to procure.
I think she's definitely happy to just be picked and not be last man standing. I think that was her joy. I don't think it's really got anything to do with Toby at all. It's just like she just wanted to be picked.
Not at all. Hey, Dada, how you doing? Recovering from yesterday. So Anton picked Georgia H and basically said, there's a bit of a connection there, but I don't know if it's a romantic connection, and everything. So yeah, I think that was
his speech was sweet. He was probably the best speaking. He delivered a nice, friendly, pleasant speech for her.
Yes.
Like coherent as well, like not rambling.
Yes.
That was a nice one. She should be happy with that, really.
She should. Yeah, because he said, like, I respect her, like, I think it was like something like, I respect her time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like her aura. Do you know what I mean? He said a couple of things. She's gorgeous inside and out. He did say that as well. Do you know what I mean? Which is so, so, so cute. Mitch was just like, he was the last to go. And it was just so awkward. He was just like, the last couple of days been really messy, but time has flown by, and then when I'm chatting to, what was it he said, so when I'm chatting to her, it's like time is flying by. Josh then starts laughing his head off.
Was funny.
You know what I mean? Huh?
I was laughing too. It was such a mess of a car crash. It was jokes. Like, it was just so bad.
Oh mate, I just couldn't believe. I couldn't believe it. It was so painful because Liberty's just standing up there in her ridiculous outfit as well. Because I didn't fully see it yesterday.
You see what I'm saying? How also did she go to the wardrobe and pick that ensemble out?
Yeah, Cass should have told her, man. Cass actually should have told her.
Everyone needed to tell her that was not. That it looked like a costume. Her and Hannah looked like they were in costumes, and Arabella, actually. They all looked like they were in costume.
They really, really did. Didn't like it. But Mitch is like, I'm drawing blanks. Like, it's like, then he says, it's like spending time in the mirror, like I'm looking at my own reflection because we're the same. All my options have narrowed down to this one person. Bro.
Everything he said was basically an insult. It's literally, I have no other option but you. You laugh at my jokes even when I know I'm not even being funny. So that means that you're just a laughing clown.
You're a clown.
You're just a clown. I've got to stay with you. And time moves really slowly when we're talking. Like, it was just, I was like, Mitch.
So bad. It was that I'm drawing blanks for me. It was really, really bad. Really, really bad.
I don't know what to say. And then you're trying to switch on the boys. Like, it was like, oh my God, Mitch, this is your worst hour.
Yeah, really, really bad. Bev, no, I definitely agree. Kaz is here to increase her followers for those contracts.
And I hope that happens for her.
I hope it does. I hope it does. Chris and Kaz, they have a bit of a chat, and Chris is like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I should have actually said something about you. Yes, Chris, because why are you also playing in Kaz's race? Like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? And then Kaz like basically pulls him up and is just like, listen, like what you said sounded like dig after dig after dig. Like, you can't do that to someone. Like, it's not nice. And like, Chris is just like, oh, there's actually more to it. Do you know what I mean? Let me explain. So then it's like they cut away. They cut it out.
That same cut, whatever it is, we're not going to hear about it, basically.
We're not going to hear about it. Chris has spoken to producers and said like, hey, if I see any remnants of my story in this serious, my lawyers are ready. Serious. So at the end of the conversation, it looks like Kaz has got it. She understands, and she's just like, okay, cool, I get it now. We're cool. You know, Chris is just like, oh, you know what? I'll sleep outside if you like. Do you know what I mean? She's like, no, don't worry about that. We're good. We're cool. We're friends. So ended on good terms, which was really nice. Really, really nice. Oh God, we see Hannah, Molly, and Atkins, and basically Atkins is just like, I'm so happy to be with Toby. Like, you know, I think, you know, it's always nice. I didn't expect someone to pick me. Do you know what I mean? I think like
classic liar. Just like, this girl talks too much. If you ever learn to just shut up, like when she's in a space, she's always talking. She talks a lot. But she's lying. She blatantly knew Toby. You know, you'd calculate it. Toby is probably going to pick me. Who else is Toby going to pick?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? That would have been 160 if he'd done something else. Mitch, Tom, Callum, and Josh were chatting. Josh was like, to Mitch, so like, are you in the doghouse now, like laughing and everything? And Mitch is like, no, I'm calm. Like, actually, you're the one who's out of order for laughing the way that you did. Josh is like, what? You didn't think it was funny?
When Josh said that, I was laughing. I was actually laughing.
Honestly.
Does his face look like he found it funny? But Josh is hilarious. Josh is a joker, actually.
He's a wind-up merchant, man. Seriously. Yeah. But they was probably, because it wasn't just Josh laughing. Josh was just laughing the hardest. Sophie also laughed, and so did Tom, and so did Molly as well. Yeah. They did show them people laughing. So yeah. Toby and Kaz and Atkins are sitting down around the fire pit, I think, and Kaz is just like saying, like, you know, about Tyler, like, you know, he's my ex for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was like the only part of talking about Kaz, because then it just switched to Toby and Atkins. And you know, Toby says
that conversation I did find annoying that Kaz even remotely thought that Tyler was going to be picking her. Like, that she had that expectation, that actually annoyed me. And that they had been gravitating towards each other, like she said. I was like, oh my God, this guy. She played it well, but that she even had those thoughts, like, actually, he may pick me. That was annoying.
I feel like we don't know what was said, because it was literally this hell end of the conversation. It was literally one sentence. So we don't know what was really said. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, I hate the position of it. That's what they make us think, that's where she's going with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really hate that.
But she said it. She actually said, I thought that I'm surprised he picked Hannah, because we was gravitating towards each other. Oh, so it's like she said that.
I must have missed that.
They just didn't really. I think Toby just went, but then changed the subject. Like,
I thought she just said, I mean, he's my ex for a reason, and then he went like, yeah, and then he
no, that was her clarifying. That was her clarifying after saying all of that. Then she was like, and then I think to myself, actually, he's my ex for a reason. And then they were all like, yeah. So obviously it's like, don't even lament on you and Tyler, because they know Tyler don't like her. But it was annoying.
Okay. So like Toby is just like to Atkins, do you need a cuddle? And she's just like, yeah. And he's like, I'll be the little spoon and everything like that. And they're flirting, and Kaz is literally just sitting there, and she's just literally now talking to herself, like saying, like, the stars are aligned for you two. This is going to be chaos and all that kind of stuff. And then and then Toby's still talking to Atkins and saying, so we're going to be in a friendship couple now. Kaz she's like, bye guys. And they literally didn't even respond, or they cut the audio or whatever. But it was like they didn't even acknowledge that this girl is leaving this conversation, because they don't give a shit about Kaz, basically. But Toby's main thing was just like, I've never been in a friendship couple. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not really what I want. And she was game. She's absolutely game. She's happy to be waking up with someone that she knows, you know? It's familiar to her.
I mean, Toby can, in this time where he's coupled with her, he can get small things from her. Yeah. And I think that's what he was semi-establishing. So, you know, can we do things at night, basically? And like, yeah. So
go for it.
Yeah.
Molly and Tom. Tom is like super happy. Molly's like, yes, so am I. And he's really concerned that they look good together. That's his main bit of that conversation. Although she did give him his her coffee order. So let's see if he actually makes it as well. Chris makes a point.
Like Tom does. If I remember from before, Tom does. He is quite consistent like that with Sammy.
Yeah.
He would actually like deliver a coffee in the morning. I think Tom has the makings of like a pleasant enough boyfriend. Whether or not he's going to be, he's probably going to cheat. You're not going to get much good conversation out of him, but he's going to be pleasant enough. They'll get on. I think they'll be fine.
He'll make, but I feel like he could also make Georgia S a coffee too. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
like, I don't think it's absolutely exclusive to Molly at all. At all, really. Chris makes a point of telling Rochelle that he's not going to stop grafting her, and she really likes this at that point in time anyway. And then we see Georgia S hug Tom for what seemed like a really long time. It's like a really long time. Yeah, I think so. And Hannah's there, and Hannah, like, you know, kind of like catches her afterwards and was just like, are you all right? And she says to him, I think he would have picked me, but I'm glad how things have worked out. And I'm just like, my God, you're so sure of yourself, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, maybe she shouldn't have said that so early in the
doesn't Georgia have a way of doing this?
Yeah,
stepping in with her size nines, putting a this is how it is, and then it turns out it absolutely isn't what she was thinking. But yes, I think she was super presumptuous that Tom, of all people, would have picked her, because I don't actually think Tom is that guy. I think Tom is there to play the game. He probably still would have picked Molly, because that's a territory he hasn't cracked yet.
Yeah, so, no, definitely. And he said it. He basically said that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, Gilda, I totally agree with you. Georgia S is fuming that she didn't get Tom. Like, honestly, she really is. She was making it known, I still like you. Do you know what I mean?
If I was Molly and I'd seen that, I'd be like, this little bitch again.
I know. And Hannah's not clocking. I don't get it. Like, well, actually, no, I do get it.
No, Hannah knows.
Probably the same.
Yeah, that's her brethren, isn't it? Birds of a feather again. But Hannah sees it. I think that's why she was like, are you okay? Like, because it's a bit bait. Like, at least play it a bit better than you are. Like, that's not good for the public as well.
Yeah.
Georgia isn't playing this too well. She ain't gonna win this one, I don't think. She's acting a bit desperate.
Yeah, I agree. Georgia S. Tyler, though, she was saying that, you know, I'm really happy you're with Hannah. And I was just like, this is so fake. Like, I just can't believe anything Georgia S. says at all. Do you know what I mean? Because even that statement was unnecessary. You didn't even need to say that. She could have just said, how you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like,
when has Georgia S. and Tyler been talking, please? Like, when I was like, this is an unnecessary scene as well. We don't need to see it.
Didn't like that. But Kaz and Chris's matching bonnets were very cute. I'm not gonna lie. That was very, very cute. So in the morning, Chris actually was just like, oh, he had such a nice sleep, and it was just like, yeah, because Kaz is healing. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's there, out there, grafted, even in her sleep, she's healing people, even in her sleep. Bloody ridiculous,
Kaz the healer, just walking through that villa, spreading very good vibes. Yes, for real.
Honestly, we had Tom, Tyler, Anton. Tom was just like, yeah, he's happy. He's just saying the same thing, really. Tyler and his lies, just saying that, you know, he's really comfortable. Notice, though, she makes me feel so comfortable. Have you ever noticed when someone makes you feel so comfortable? Okay, but she's not hot, she's not beautiful, she's not like, I don't like, you're not talking about her chat, you're not talking about a spark, you're just saying she makes you feel so comfortable like a mum.
Oh, an auntie.
Because what the fuck? Seriously. She's definitely Carol from EastEnders.
Yes, he kind of did. he painted that out though, isn't it? He was like he misses that flirty kind of conversation. They're not having that. Yeah, so
yeah, he's
that's basically Bridgens, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah, but Bridgens that you used to play in Kansas, like seriously, I just don't. So fuming, so fuming. I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Life of Budge said she gets him a Capri Sun from the fridge. Mercy said comfortable like a duvet.
Yeah, seriously.
Mercy also said Tyler is nice but a mess. I don't even find him nice, you know.
I don't find him. I think he's like a bit slimy. Smarmy.
Yes. Sonia Barley says Tyler is a snake oil salesman. He is. Yeah, there is something slimy about him, most definitely. And I'm not believing this whole caper for a second. I don't believe it. He's being
to
paid.
Be fair, him doing this is not new because he done it with Kaz in her first season anyway. Like he just played a role, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So he's doing exactly the same thing. So we should not even be surprised. It's just the fact that you chose Hannah.
I'm not buying it for a second. We saw what she was wearing. It's like, yeah, Tyler can be bought. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Destiny says it's defo a producer setup.
Yeah.
Life of Budge says he wants indefinite stay. That's how he's going on. That is how he's going on. Like he's there for a passport. Oh my! Yes.
This honestly is so desperate. And yes, Fred, you're right. Hannah doesn't even want him. She doesn't want him.
Imagine that. That's the role you're playing, and the girl isn't even like, look at this hot guy I've got. She ain't even. Oh, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
That's why she was like, he stuck it on me because she's just like. What is this guy even doing? Some man love bread. Okay, Life of Budge.
Maybe. I don't get it. I'm not a man in it. But for me, it's like they look hard and I don't get why that would be appealing. But maybe for some men that is.
I know. I don't think it's how she looks. I just don't think he is not commented like, oh, they're nice. Like, oh, I can't stop looking at her. Oh, did you see? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't said anything. Nothing, not even passing, not even a crop. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. He hasn't said she's pretty. He hasn't said she's hot, even attractive. It's always about her personality and like she's made me really welcome. I think somebody even said, and she's funny as hell. And he was like, yeah, she's really funny. That's been it. He said, Life of Budge said, not my community, but some men. You're a joker.
But honestly, it's just it's suspect. It's absolutely suspect, Fred. Honestly, everybody in the house, but Hannah, like that's your number one. Like you had an opportunity. That's your number one girl.
That's who you went for. You didn't even try and graft Arabella, who is basically graftable. Yeah, and generally gives everybody flirt. You went for Hannah, who ain't even on it.
He could have even. I think he could even get Georgia S. I think so. I think Georgia S. I think he could probably get Georgia H as well. You probably get all of them. To be honest,
I think if he put in graft, he could have got combos out of Georgia H because she doesn't have options. She probably would have given him the time of day. So, but you went for Hannah. Of everybody, nobody's gone for Hannah, but Tyler, you went for her. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, does it? Yeah. It's mad. So he's not escaping these charges ever. So we had Georgia H was saying to the other Georgia, Sophie and Hannah, saying that Anton's really said some nice things about me and it's made me appreciate myself. That's what she said.
That is exactly what she said. I rate her for being honest. At least she didn't say, I'm rethinking my position on Anton. At least she just stuck to it's probably we're just friends. But I appreciate that he boosted my confidence.
so funny. And then Georgia S gets asked about Callum, and she's just like, "Yeah, it's all right, it's nice." And then Georgia H calls her out and says that you don't sound enthusiastic at all.
It's the hand up. It's the hand up for me. I was literally.
Yeah, she was just like, "Wait, is everyone gonna call her out?"
Yeah, I was like, this is brilliant. This is why I like this girl.
Honestly,
I know she did blackface and everything, but she's still on a medium.
Oh, you didn't send me the pictures. Oh my god!
Yes, I did. I need to send it to you.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I still medium like her. There's something she's needed for the just another side of a conversation. But I like her. She's going to be honest with people.
She is.
It was good to pull her out.
And Georgia S is saying that, you know what, with Callum, she doesn't really feel the spark, not the same one that she feels with Tom and Toby. And I'm just like, still Toby? I thought we'd done with that. No. Are we not done?
No. If Toby decided on a whim, because it's Toby and sometimes he just wakes up feeling different, if he decided, you know, I'm going to get Georgia, he could get her back from Tom as well. Well, he's already taken her from Tom once. He could do it again. She likes Toby, you know.
That is a point, actually. That is a point, because she actually, in her real life, she chose Toby over Tom.
Yeah.
Matting.
Yeah, Toby could get her again. She likes Toby. I don't know what it is. Even, was it later? Or was it earlier on when she said that Tom was a better kisser than Toby? I think that was later on.
That was in the game.
I was like, that's a dig.
No, yeah. She made it known she's into Tom in front of everybody. Do you know what I mean? So that the seed is planted, so she has to explain less, basically. Sophie, you know, was just like, "Oh, so that gives you butterflies," and Georgia can't answer. So it's like, yeah, so no, that means no. How
you taking so long? You know the feeling, innit? If you had it, you would be able to say yes. If you've got to go searching through your Rolodex of the time, that you don't. I mean, there is like loads of theories on butterflies anyway, because most people don't know their emotions. So getting butterflies for a person could actually be instinctively your body saying this is wrong. But our interpretation of it is that means that I really like them. And so that shouldn't be a yardstick to measure anything anyway, unless you're really with your body.
I don't think they're seeing it that deep. I think they mean it in the very simple sense. Do you fancy this guy? Do you know what I mean? Like, yes or no? And she couldn't answer.
It was like Georgia H was more spot on a few days ago when she was saying, whenever I've had those feelings for a guy, butterflies and everything, they've turned out to be a shithead. It's like, it's that. If you then go and analyze using that
as an excuse to get out and like to convince herself
to
stay with Anton.
It's what most people do. Most people will go on, I need to get that thrill, and then that's the person I'm going to be with. Yeah. And that's why they're single, because it's not there for that. It's not a yardstick on how compatible you are with the person. It's your emotions.
Yeah. Toby and Molly.
I like Georgia S and Callum. I don't know. There's something. I feel like they suit in a way. I think I want them to be together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't trust Georgia S with anybody. I don't think she deserves anyone. She's actually for the streets.
But so is Callum. Huh? I think they're compatible.
No. I don't actually think that Callum's done anything too deep. And I was thinking like 16, yeah. Why are people so shocked? I don't know why people are so shocked.
I think it's and there's two streets that, I mean, we'll get to it, innit? Let's get there.
Yeah. So I just don't think it's a me. Toby and Molly have a bit of a chat, and this is where, do you know what I mean? Like, Molly's still letting it know that she's still into Toby, like, you know, but slowly but surely. That was what I was thinking. But she's like, you know, she's going to be open and happy, and that's what they're going to be. I don't think they said anything like too super deep. Tom and this is Georgia S again. She's a conniving, scheming, you know.
Those are the words.
She basically asks, like, you know, if the public didn't put you together, who would you have picked? And he literally says to her, I mean, I know you, so Like, I don't know Molly. So, you know, so then she's just like, she tries a different approach. She's just like, okay, but I'm open and I still fancy you. And he's like, yeah, of course you do.
If I was her, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I can't do conversations like this because I'm leaving. I'm not carrying on, like, it's not going the way I need it to go. I would abort mission and I'm off. How can I say I kind of fancy you a bit and you're like, yeah, of course you do?
Yeah.
Thirsty, you know, I'm off.
And then, this is the conversation done. It's done. And then she proceeds to say, this is why she's such a pick-me. Do you fancy me? She's such a pick-me.
Dying inside. Like, the secondhand embarrassment with this is so real. As she was talking, I was like, no. She's going further. She's going to ask that question. She basically wanted to be like, leave Molly and pick me. Like, that's where she was leading. Oh,
this is it. And then she's just like, okay, so because we now have established that we do like each other, do you know what I mean? So I want you to pull me for a chat, but you have to pull me for a chat because obviously Molly, like Callum's, you know, Molly's ex, and now you're with Molly, so it's going to look bad. I don't want to become across as disrespectful one. So if you could please pull me for a chat. And I was just like, you see the manipulation just in the works. So you have plausible deniability.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was so gross. She can really be like, if Molly says anything, no, but I've never pulled him for a chat. He always comes to me. Like, we have history and he always comes to me. But you ain't telling her. You're never going to tell her. I put the foundations. So I told him. Because you basically said, I'm always ready to talk to you.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to talk.
Just talk to me. Just pull me for a chat.
Gross.
I'll be waiting because I fancy you.
She also is a part of the next movement.
And then in true, like, it was like a theme of manipulation. Then I feel like this, maybe that was my word actually. Manipulation.
I'm filing it under Hopocalypse. It's all Hopocalypse behavior.
Mitch and Liberty having that conversation. Mitch done reverse psychology on Liberty. He was just like, I don't know where my head's at. You know, I know the speech wasn't the best, and it wasn't the best because I don't know where my head's at. I don't know where my head's at. And like, I don't know what to do. What should I do, Liberty? It's almost like, what do you think? And Liberty's only natural conclusion is just like, so do you want to get to know other people then? Yeah, I think I do, but I don't know. Well then, okay, actually, maybe we should just done it. Maybe we should just be friends. I was just like, he played this girl. That's the outcome he wanted. He went into that. He was like, how can I get her to come up with it like it's her idea that we should break up? That's what he did. I was just like, Liberty. He's taking the piss out of you.
He literally blamed Liberty. He was like, girls are not talking to me because of how you have reacted. And I'm like, no, he didn't say that to her. And she's like,
so bad.
You know, you're like, no. Liberty, you can't. I know we've been saying Liberty's simple, but she's really that simple. Like, he got off scot-free, like literally, like, you basically gunned her in that speech, and somehow that wasn't an issue. It then turned into, I'm stressed because you've been stressing me out. Wow. From Mitch, you know, messy Mitch.
Yeah. But that's dangerous. Honestly, I'm laughing, but that's bloody dangerous. And actually, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are moments in Love Island where it shows you if your guy's acting like this, it's a red fucking flag. It's a red flag. My gosh. I felt for her though. I felt for her a little bit because I'm just like, oh mate, you don't even get like how badly you've been played. Do you know what I mean? Like he took the piss yesterday in the speech, and now he's coming to you this BS and making you do the work to break up. Like, nah,
and
you're the worst,
Mitch. Sad about it. Like, where's your anger points? How was you not angry at that speech to be like, I'm not even talking to this guy? I don't understand.
Yeah,
like, her level. It's a bit bad, but Sonia sums it up quite well. Sonia Barley says Liberty is the type of girl to get pregnant by a deadbeat dad. She takes slow to a new level being let by being by Messy Mitch. I can't think what that word is, but the second-hand embarrassment. Yes, I think so. Being let go by Messy Mitch, the second-hand embarrassment is killing me. It was, oh gosh, bad. I don't even know
really bad
with her. Honestly. I hope she watches this back and then does therapy. Like, I think she needs a therapist to just go through her tolerance levels with men, because this will be her life story. She definitely could end up being a baby mother for various different deadbeat people. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's possible, but she'll have Kaz to save her.
What's Kaz gonna do? Kaz also has level. They're not as bad as Liberty's, but Kaz also has levels of embarrassment that she seems to tolerate too. So
that's the thing. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, after that conversation, she ran straight to Kaz, and she just done, she done a whisper retelling of the story. Serious. And you know what? Yeah, I think, I know it's cruel. But I think Mitch should crack on with Kaz for bants.
No, because in a way, I can't say that he ain't gonna have it. That's how gooby those two are. I can't say that Kaz is gonna be like, no, Mitch, who are you talking to? She may say it once, but if he persists, he also could get Kaz.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
I don't need to see that. She's I'm not gonna lie. I don't need to see it.
And then maybe Liberty will understand, like, he's a wrong'un, because you've tried. I just don't understand. Like, she's tried so many times. It's like, bro, like, and also as well, like, your experience in Love Island is the same every single time. Like, the guy is either falling up your head, doesn't really want you. Do you know what I mean? And you've done it again, and like bro, I'd flip the table. What do you mean?
It's actually out of order, because how can you literally have the same? I guess that is how people have the same relationships over and over again, though. Yeah, that is pretty much, yeah. But this is on TV, so you could have watched Jake did the same thing. You could watch Johnny doing the same thing. Now you got Mitch. Like, it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. But I think, like, I actually think that Georgia H and Liberty are the same person as well, because when Georgia H was just like, oh, I'm attracted to, when she in the game, when she kissed she kissed Mitch and someone else and Chris, she kissed, and then she was just like, oh no, not to pursue them, oh maybe you, to Mitch. After what he's done to Liberty, you think that Mitch is still an option? Are you okay? You're not okay. You and Liberty are the same. You're the same.
Yeah. No, you're right. They are. I think maybe Georgia is blunter with her words, but the guy can do exactly the same thing. The same way Josh can get her back anytime.
Yeah, like, anytime, any minute. Yeah. Just pretending, and you'll just be enduring. Like, you think.
Oh my God, for real.
Seriously, it's a lot. So, I don't know. Chris and Sophie have a bit of a chat, and this is where he, talking about farm animals. I think he's just a bit too random for her. I think that's what it is. He was just like, oh, why would anyone? She said like something like, why would anyone choose to be a chicken? And he was like, oh, do you want to know facts about chickens? You can hypnotize a chicken. And like, if you're that type of person, this can be cute, and do you know what I mean? And just have random conversations. I don't think she's that type of person. I just don't think that she's, I don't think so. And at one point in that conversation, I think Chris just wants a simple life, because she's not complex at all. She doesn't give complex. But then when she gave what she gave, and I think he said something to her like, oh, you're the perfect combination of cute and sexy. And, but then she's like, oh yeah, I don't really like it when people say like too much, but that's cute. But like, it was just like, you guys are not vibing. You're really not vibing. And I think that's what I was picking up in the clip yesterday. I was just like, I don't think this is working. But I thought it was more Chris, but it's actually more Sophie. And he says to camera, I really like her. And I was just like, bro, so you don't want a simple life. You like complex. You like a challenge. You like a challenge.
I feel like I'm still on the fence with this one.
Yeah.
Because I was reading it like, okay, this is kind of awkward, but if they find their rhythm, there's something to it. I don't know. I could just be being hopeful because I do think that the two of them could win this. But there's something. I don't think it's Josh. I think Josh is exciting for her, but I don't think she really likes Josh either. And I was like, I think if Chris calms down with grafting and starts being himself, these two could really get on. That's what I was getting from their interaction. I was like, I think you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. You're trying to be random. It's not interesting. Nobody cares about chickens anyway. Like I was like, but if you calm down,
him.
I think you could woo her.
That's who he is. I honestly think that's who he is. I don't mean this in a horrible way, but I just don't think she has the range. And like, it's not going to work. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna either be too much of a chore for him. He's gonna have to edit himself too much to just be. Like, he thinks that actually I don't want complex. I want someone who's a bit more, do you know what I mean? Like, easy to understand.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I'm not saying that they're gonna last.
Work.
I don't think they're gonna last, but I think they could last for the show. I think they've got maybe 3 months, 6 months in them as a couple. But yes, no, overall compatibility, they're not. But I think they've got enough that they could ride this out, I think. But Sophie, laugh out loud, no GCSEs, no A levels. If you ask her to name all the shops at Blue Water.
No, honestly, Fred, I'm with you. I don't see it. I think one, I just don't think Sophie's that into him. I think, yeah, he's a good looking guy, but that's probably about it. Like, she doesn't like his banter. She's not really into that. I think Josh is more her vibe. I think she likes a bit of a bad boy. I think she just that's what she likes. She he's she likes a bit of a challenge in that sense. But and also as well, Chris, now him hearing that, I keep wanting to call her Rochelle, you know, it's so bad. I keep hesitating. But now him hearing that Sophie saying that she would have picked Josh, that's gonna knock his confidence. Do you know what I mean? I know Antarctica was delighting in that fact, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, it's gonna knock his confidence. It's gonna knock his confidence. So I don't see, like, and when his confidence gets knocked, he becomes a scatty type of person. Like, he doesn't become that cute. He doesn't become cutesy anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because that, like, you saw it with Molly. Like, no one likes that. That's why you got left on your own. That's why you picked last. Do you know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah. No, I'm quietly backing him.
Okay.
Somehow.
Oh, Dio, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. What's the date
Hope
today?
Good day. Yes.
Happy birthday, man. Hope you have a lovely day. And thank you for spending part of your birthday with us. Yes. That means a lot. That's lovely.
Honestly, how old are you? Let us know. What will we celebrate?
Yeah, is this a special one? Is this a big age? Small age? No. Kim Brown says, I think the outside world, Chris would not be in Sophie's orbit. No, probably not. Other than everybody in flipping Love Island seems to be in each other's orbit. They're a bit crazy. I don't know. I'm still waiting to see their development. I can't see her with Josh. It's like,
yeah, I can. Oh, God. I can. I think she's like a sweet girl who likes a wrong run. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's that simple.
Everybody in the chat, please wish Daily Dio a lovely happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, Leah saying the way Sophie talks makes me feel like I'm losing brain cells.
I don't like cute stuff. Her voice it's so slow. It's so slow and drawn out, but it's very Essex. Like,
it's very Essex.
It's very Essex there. You hear it all over Lakeside.
Yeah.
They talk, you know.
Yeah, I just don't think she's gonna. I just don't think. Yeah, it's true. Life of Bodge. Last time she picked a controlling racist. That's allegedly, but yeah,
Who did
she
she
did.
pick? Because I could not remember what her journey was.
What was his name? Someone remind me, please, or us even.
A controlling racist, you know. Okay.
Yeah, he was a wrong. He was a wrong too. Yeah, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Okay. So she has a. Oh Lord, because I can't remember her journey last time, other than she was dry and she wasn't in it for very long.
She wasn't. Was it Connor?
Connor, what's his name? Oh, I don't remember.
On a search. So then, anyway, she talks to Josh. She talks to Josh afterwards, and she's much more relaxed. They're not talking about anything in particular at all, and it's flowing the way for her level. that's
Connor with the veneers. Okay, I need to find a picture of Connor to remind myself.
But yeah, you know, so she's kind of like, oh, you don't even know. She was basically saying, you don't even know if I would have picked you because the public put us together. But she was obviously playing. I was just like, she held her cards close to her chest. I was just, oh, who would she have picked? Actually, I just didn't know at that point. But then by the end, I was just like, okay, yeah, I get this. Callum and Georgia S, they have a conversation, and she's talking about Tom. She literally just talking about Tom. Like, he asked, how's your day? And she was just talking about Tom. Tom said this, and like, do you know what I mean? And he's going to talk to me. But she did twist it, because she was just like, he wants to pull me for chats, you know?
Yeah.
And then she lied and said, I'm really happy that I'm coupled up with you. You weren't happy.
Lie to his face is what she did. She just lied
to his face. Lie to his face. And then she had an analogy where she was saying that, was it Callum's like a cup of tea and Tom is like a coffee. So Tom is like a hit and Callum's like brewing and stuff. I'm just like, okay. And then she said to him also that I wouldn't want to be in the bed with anybody else as well, to Callum.
Another lie.
A lie. You're lying.
Two bold-faced lies to the man's face, one after the other. Like, that's a lie. You absolutely know you would love to be in Tom's bed. That's where you want it to be.
That's where you want to be. Do you know what I mean? Since he's coming to the villa, you're fuming. You're fuming you're not with him. You're fuming that you're not like the apple of his eye right now. Do you know what I mean? That he's on something else, like, for sure. AstroTurf and Chris have a chat. And basically she was talking about, oh, I don't want no hard feelings and everything like that. Chris is not giving her anything. Like, you know, he's just like, okay, all right. Like, do you know what I mean? And she's starting to get upset. She was getting upset because he was like, fine, we're fine. And then she's like, well, you don't seem like you're fine. And I'm just like, this guy hates her. He does not like her at all.
And I don't get why, because I was reading the comments at this part, and it's like, there are people that are like, this is really aggressive from him. How? He's just over her. That's when somebody is over somebody. Like, he's just done. That's how Liberty should be being with Mitch. Like, we don't have to really talk anymore. We can be pleasant, but I'm over you. I don't get how that's aggressive. Like, just leave him alone.
I think it is. Oh, look, me, I'm typing Rochelle again. I do think that. Okay, I think a couple of things. I think sometimes it's very hard for audiences to watch what they perceive as desirable white women suffer in any sort of way. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really hard for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, they don't want them to have any sort of discomfort, or there needs to be some sort of, like, do you know what I mean? Like, reconciling, you know? And that's what this scene was about. It was about that reconcile, right? Do you know what I mean? So we're in a thing. But I do think that I think he's within his right. but like, you're going to wind her up by acting like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't do it. I'm not even saying that. But like, to think that that would give her no reaction is a nonsense to me. Like, of course she's going to react to that, because she's used to people you know, prioritizing her feelings, prioritizing, giving her space and all these kind of things. She's used to dominating the conversation. She's used to dominating the direction, the narrative and what it is. And he was just like,
not me.
Yeah. Essentially, like, go and talk. He was literally, he gave her space to talk. And he was like, fine. Like, very short, one-worded answers. That's what he was given. That's what he was given. And that's all he wanted to give. And I think his psychology is more like, I opened up to you. I gave to you and you misused that. So now you're getting nothing. You're getting absolutely nothing. That's where he is. But it is a passive aggressive thing to do.
I don't even, again, I wouldn't file it under passive aggressive or even an aggression. It is, you've withdrawn I'm withdrawing my access to you. And I think that's well within his rights. I think he was just very clear. And so there's not a passiveness to it. If you decide that you're not accepting that, that's your business. Like, you have to deal with it. I don't think he needs to pander to her in any way. I've told you something, you spread it. Now your access to me is withdrawn. I think that's pretty fair. Even that he even gave her that last conversation. I don't get these like buzzwords that people like to use a lot, like he's a narcissist. It's like, if you've met a narcissist, you probably wouldn't be leveling this at Chris, because he isn't showing anything in that spectrum at all towards her. He's just not interested. There's definitely is something very much in people not being able to watch a white woman be in tears, which I find ludicrous to me. Like, this is so strange. Why should she not be hurt? She hurt him. Why should he not be able to have feelings within this as well and to display it? But she can, and he should also always pander to her whims. Madness.
I think like she definitely, like, even her saying like, you're a good person, the contempt that was in his face, like, who are you to tell me I'm a good person? What does your word saying that I'm good? Why does it have any merit whatsoever? Are you a good person? Like, do you know what I mean? That's the thing. And he was just like, thank you. But he's like, he hugged her. Like, it's just like, this is weird. But like, my note here is like, he don't like the cut of her jib at all.
Like, you know, when somebody's gone so far down and you are in that space of, I don't want to look at you anymore because you just let me down too far. It is, then you kind of have to accept it. That whole, like, we must talk, just leave me alone. And he knows he can't say that to her.
No,
like, he can't really be like, just leave me alone. But
I think showing, even if it's manufactured, some sort of resolution can be helpful. Like, I feel like there's and they can agree to disagree, right? Do you know what I mean? Which is essentially kind of what they done anyway, because it's just like, you know, you're calling an argument, I call it a discussion. Chris was like, I don't argue, I talk. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they're agreeing to disagree. Like, they're not gonna go. This is not gonna go further. But he did apologize for his speech. Do you know what I mean? He said that he should have been more sensitive and everything like that. And, you know, she accepted, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. Like, everything was a bit raw. So we have not necessarily ideal, but we have some sort of resolution here, you know?
Some sort of resolution, for real.
Some sort. Yeah.
A line under that sentence is basically what took place.
Yeah. basically. So then we have, wait, do you want to see a quick picture of Connor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. Just a little Google search so you could just see to satisfy your curiosity.
Connor with veneers.
Yeah, hold on. Bam. Do you remember him?
Oh my God, I do remember. Yes. Yeah. I remember the things coming out about him after. I mean, he looks insane. To be fair, he's kind of Joshy like, isn't it?
Yeah.
That long face. She's got a type.
She has got a type. Connor.
Oh yeah, that is a Joshy type of. Oh God.
Yeah. So I think this is her.
Oh,
honestly.
That's awful. He looks like a whore.
Okay, enough of him.
Oh Lord.
Sophie,
that's Oh,
That's what
okay.
she likes. That's what she likes. So then we have the game of truth or dare. So they sit like literally the producers are like, we don't have a budget. We don't have anything. So in this game of truth or dare, you don't even have drink. You don't even have cards. We don't have anything. Like the interns have walked out. I don't know what's happening over there.
The games producer has been sacked. That whole games team that is null and void. They don't exist.
They don't exist.
No. There's no budget. By day, you guys have to make up things to talk to each other about. That's our daytime scenes. By night, you play truth or dare, and we're going to give you alcohol. That's all we can afford.
That's it. Were they even drinking? Were they drinking? Do we even know if they were drinking?
I think a couple of them, they seemed a little tipsy, little, but I think that's it. That's literally it. And the cameramen. So the cameramen and drink. That's what you got.
You know what? They did do a cheers. So probably from the cheers, that was their drink because it didn't seem like it was flowing. Do you know what I mean? It really didn't. And then also as well, I think Love Island Games, was just like collecting all the games producers. They were collecting all of them. And it's just like, you can't have them. They're ours now. They belong to us.
ALLSTARS ain't got the budget for the games team. They ain't got it. There's just nobody there. It went on Maya and her outfits.
It's true. It went on the location. Why are you going to go to Spain for what you can afford? You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Taking the piss.
Truth or dare, and you guys have to make up the questions. This is crazy.
That was crazy. And it was, I mean, there were a couple of things. So they played suck and blow, which is where you suck on a card, you pass it to the next person. If the card drops, then it's you're it, and then someone gets to ask you a truth or a dare, basically. So the first one that was up was Tyler. Josh dared him to kiss Kaz for 20 seconds, which they both did, and she was standing there with her hand on her hip. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is work. I'm not enjoying this. I'm just participating in the game, guys. That's what I was saying.
I could say that Tyler probably sees it the same way as well. He's just on a job.
He's like, yeah, it's in my contract.
Yeah.
Josh done some weird sexy dance for Sophie. Georgia H kissed the two boys that she's most attracted to, which we talked about before, like Chris and Mitch. She did say sorry to Liberty. Mitch knows who his next target.
I know.
Mitch
was like, okay, I could do a bit of Georgia H.
Yeah.
Mitch was there, like, okay. Oh, gross.
Disgusting. To be fair, at this point, what is Mitch's type? What is he like? Because
girls. Does it matter? I don't even know. He said blonde on paper, so Liberty fits that kinda.
Yeah.
I guess he kind of likes Busty from LAB.
Oh, LAB. So why isn't he on Hannah? I don't get it.
I see what you're saying, but Hannah is like LAB in 20 years. Like, but I see what you're saying.
Shantae May, Mitch likes himself. Absolutely. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
You like Hannah, that is hilarious.
Anton had to kiss who he thought was the most disloyal. He decided to kiss Acupuncture. She was a bit annoyed about that. Sophie had to kiss who she would have coupled up with, or say who she would have coupled up with, and she said Josh. Liberty had to kiss who she fancied. So she kissed Chris, and she done some sexy dancing and was going really, really in. And Toby, who she said it was too much, and he wasn't into it. He was doing the performance, but he wasn't into it. It didn't seem like it. And she kissed Toby, who she said she's never kissed before, and he picks her up. He goes well into it. as well.
Toby, I'll get frills while they're on offer.
Yeah, definitely. Mitch, when Liberty sits down, Mitch was just, oh, that's very good for you. She said, fuck off. Under her breath, and was still smiling. She hates him. I was just like, she hates him.
And I'm glad, because we needed that penny to drop. Like, can you get angry so that you move on from this guy? I'm glad she managed to sum up something in her. Let's hope she moves on. Not to Toby though, or Chris, because neither of them are interested. Please, Libby.
Yeah. Tyler had to take off some clothes and he crawled on the floor to Hannah. Gross. I just don't want to hear. I just don't want to see. And that's also what she done to him when they played something. I think the same game. Truth or dare. Josh had to say who was his favorite and worst Islander. His fave was Hannah because she was an OG, and his worst, he should have said Sophie, to be honest, really and truly. And his worst is Mitch because he's not good with his words. He tells lies and he deflected his shortcomings onto me. And the group clapped. I know. And then someone said, I didn't know who, that it was brave, bold, and honest.
I was like, if I'm Mitch, I hate everybody and I'm going to start spitting in your food. Like, no. All of you collectively think I'm an idiot and you're prepared to tell me to my face. No. I've lost the respect of this whole villa. Now I'm going to start doing shitty things to you.
This is it.
You can't get a round of applause for basically dissing me. Like, no, that's
unanimous, out of order. And then Chris, he's asked to kiss the biggest game player, and he kisses Armadillo, and she's fuming. And she's doing bits of camera like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he can call me unloyal. This, that. His justification was that she called me disingenuous, and she just gets madder and madder and madder. I can't lie though, yeah. If I was Armadillo, yeah, I'm flipping tables.
No, Mitch needed to flip tables. She has to take it on the chin now. Everybody is seeing her as disloyal. She just got to be like, okay,
you're taking the pick. But the thing is, yeah, even if I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that calm, like that's just his opinion, or do you know what I mean? No, if I don't think that's me, no one's having fun anymore. We're gonna shut it down. We're shutting it down. But she was just sitting there like a pleb. Oh,
what can you say? The last 2 games, somebody has said that you're disloyal. Like, you just got. What can you do now? It's like, okay, like you can't even really just be switching on Chris, because before that, who was it? Like Anton said it before. Like, you just got. What can you do?
No, I'd be hurt.
And you know you're a cheater. If you know,
allegedly.
I'm sitting there like, I've probably cheated on every boyfriend I've got, and they probably know that I've done this. Like, what can you do? You can protest a little bit.
No, I'm doing full pantomime. I'm so hurt.
Do you want Tom to then stand up and be like, why are you going mad? Acrobella. It wasn't too long ago. You had a man and you slept with me. And then do you want Toby to also stand up and be like, you're crazy? We did things bare times. I was in a relationship. You was in a relationship. Like, she doesn't need that smoke. So just shut up, protest a little bit, and keep it quiet.
Oh, man. But yeah, she's taking it. She's taking it. Georgia S has to do a 3-way kiss, and she chose Toby and Tom. It didn't work. It didn't really work. Do you know what I mean? She's talking about she enjoyed it, and I'm just like, well, they must have cut it out because what we saw wasn't anything. Do you know what I mean?
It was gross, and it is gross. Like, it's not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, the whole game is gross. The whole game is gross, honestly, because even like the suck and blow part, the card is going round, then it drops. Sometimes it's dropping to the floor, putting your hands on it, then you're doing it again. Like, it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. And then she was asked who's the better kisser. She says Tom. to like plant her flag in the ground, I'm interested in Tom. Tom is a bit of me.
And Toby. I think she wanted Toby to be like, nah, Tom can't win, and start grafting her as well. There's something in her that I really still think she is really hoping Toby wakes up and tries to go for her.
And chooses her. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think Toby is seeing the game and is basically like, I'm not bored enough to play with Georgia S at this moment in time.
I need options. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Georgia S at all. Then Callum, like, it's Callum's turn, and he decides, you know, to go for a truth. And someone asked him a question. He was just like, "No, it's not ruthless enough. It's not. Ask me something else. Don't. That's a bit." No, I think they asked him, "Who would you choose if it weren't for this person? If it's not G, then who would it be?" She's just like, "That's a bit rubbish. Try something." Anton's like, "Bet, I got one for you."
Love Anton.
Anton's like, "How many girls you slept with since Molly? Molly and him broke up 6 months ago, and he's sitting there for a little while. They're drawing it out. He's just like, and I think at that moment he was calculating, I need to reduce the number, divide it by 4, divide it by 10.
Yeah, most definitely. Because when Molly said 1, 2, 3, 4, like she was thinking it was around that mark. I think he was then like, boy, if I tell her the truth, it's long. Yeah. Like, I'm going to go down. Let me do an reasonable number.
And he said 16. Molly is visibly shocked. She's shocked. And then her shockness turns to anger.
Masked. She had to swallow it.
And then Aquafina jumps in and she's just like, I bet you're glad you didn't get back with him then. And then, you know, she's like, yeah. I'm just like, hold on this. You want to be talking numbers, bro? You got more numbers in the villa. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Seriously, she's always trying it, you know, serious. So yeah, I just like, oh God. But you know, Callum's just like, oh, you know, obviously we're broken up. I was away, you know, I've never really been like single like that in my life. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I personally, it might not be, it's probably not the most popular opinion. I don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it's that bad.
I think, as Jordan said, next question should have been, how many while you were with Molly? That's a question.
That's the question everybody wants to know.
I think, I don't believe him it was 16 anyway. I think it's more. When he said, I'd never really been single, and then Molly said, but I was your first girlfriend. So,
oh, yes.
We're getting partial lies there anyway, because you're not that young. I think it's more like, I don't know about the number of it, but I'm thinking if there was ever a thing of they may get back together, the two of them, like they were broken up, but we could get back together. I think that is where we're seeing a lot of damage. Like, actually, should you have been out there sleeping with various girls when you're emotionally unhealed and you could get back with your girlfriend? Like, just, that's more of the judging I have on it than the actual number. It is like, where was the self-respect for yourself? You're unhealed. You're just sleeping around. Say if one of those girls got pregnant, gave you something, like just all of that. That's the more so. The number is still high for me though. I still think that's reckless for anybody with your body. I just think it's just reckless, and hopefully you were being safe. But
I just don't. I think it's pretty normal. I just think that it's probably pretty normal for people like him. You know what I mean? I just think it's me because I don't think like I can't remember exactly Toby's face yet, but I don't think he was like okay. No, I think he was just like
Toby didn't look phased. None of the guys did actually. None of them looked like, oh my god, that's crazy. They look more shocked at that he even said it and a number like that. Like he went into the teens, because I think most of them would have probably have lied and like said
5.
Yeah. So it's like 1 a month. Like I think most of them would have lied, and you're more like, he's not lying. But he probably is, because it's probably higher.
I think it's much higher than that. What do you mean? I think there's probably 3 or 4 at a time.
Where was it? What was it? It was like maybe 2 or 3 a month or something when you add it up. Yeah, 2 to 3 a month as a single man really isn't astronomical. It isn't. That's why I don't believe it, because I think he was breaking it down in his head. Like, he was doing the maths already.
Yeah,
like, I think it's more like 10 a month.
He was probably like, I'm gonna have to explain this in detail with Molly at some point. So what can I manage? How can I actually make this work? How many of them does she know?
All of that. 16 is who he knows their names, numbers, and can back it up.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot more. But he's like, 16 I can justify. If me and her get back together and I can go through. It was this girl, this one. Tanya, Tanisha, Kim, 3 Kims.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wasn't really surprised. But yeah, that's Callum, man. That's Callum. Molly's pissed. We're gonna see the fallout of that.
And Georgia. Do you see Georgia S's face?
Georgia's just dramatic. Georgia's looking for an out to get with Tom. Like,
Georgia's
this is
off.
just pantomime for her.
Yeah.
Like,
Georgia's off now. Georgia is gonna be like, I think that number was like really high. Are you sure you're ready to even get into a relationship? Because remember, I've told you I want a long-term relationship. Georgia is gonna run with this now.
And the thing is, this is the thing. It's just like, again, Georgia, your numbers are high in the villa, ratio-wise. Probably, it's all looking good. If we're gonna do,
isn't she even got more than Tom? Is she on Toby's level?
She's on her, Toby, and Arabella. Aren't they all the same?
Yeah,
I said it correctly.
I think they are. Yeah, they've got history with multiples. So yeah, she can't actually say anything to Callum, for real.
Who are you, like, do you know what I mean? Because that would be a double standard, bruv. That's a double standard. Nah, can't do that. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Georgia S is she's for the streets. She's just a what do you call it? She's just preppy. She just looks like a preppy girl. So you think she's innocent? You're not. Yeah.
She's been out here too.
Not that I'm rating innocence either, because look at Liberty. It's just been a Dumbo.
And Shantae Ray says, I am saying next male bombshell will know her and Arabella. The truth. Because everybody else seems to have had a convo with them. Yeah.
It's true.
No, most definitely. Ask Georgia just for her LILM numbers. For real. Who else has Georgia S done something with? For real.
And the thing is, I don't know where this is gonna come across for you, but like, obviously she's been in the press before this, of like the footballer guy that was the fraudster and stuff. So I'm just like, babe, relax. Maybe you need to take some time and just reassess a lot of it. Maybe you just need to reassess. Maybe you need some, like, because people don't rate it, but sometimes you need some time on your own. Like, just take some, like, she's so like, this is what I want to do this year. I'm gonna work into it. And then it's just like, you change your mind 3 times in the space of 11 days.
Exactly. You started with Toby. Toby said he's open. You moved to Callum. I'm on Callum. Next thing, Tom comes in. Oh my God, I want Tom. There'll be somebody else that comes in.
There'll be someone else.
And then you're going to be like, oh no, but we have stronger history with each other. Like, you don't know what you're after.
No.
Yeah. She looked like she was judging Callum though. She looked judgy as well.
Yeah, she did. But I think it's, I honestly, I think it's for her to get out.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly. I want a list of her partners. And this is the thing, that this is what isn't her whole thing about being loyal, that she said that she was loyal when she wasn't.
Yes, that is her thing. I mean it's raging on. I think we can say that Callum is for the streets. He was out here doing his thing.
I don't know what. You know what? Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot for Callum, and I really don't actually understand it. Like, I don't know.
I have no idea why, because I see Callum as such a little chatty patty snake.
I just think chatty patty. Let's just say chatty patty. Like,
and now he's a part of the Hopocalypse. Right? He's actually one with the crew. Like him and Georgia S too.
I don't think his numbers are patch on Josh or patch on Toby. Absolutely.
No. I think Josh is the king in there with numbers.
Over Toby.
I feel that Josh has done more. I feel that Josh has done more.
Because he started earlier. Because he's older.
Yeah, and he's older, yeah. Maybe when Toby is Josh's age, they're going to be the same. But I feel like Josh has been out here.
Honestly.
Slinging. Popping pills, doing his thing. Arabella out here doing stuff. Definitely. And then we get to Toby, and then we get into Tom.
It's so funny, yeah, because you don't really get into this. It's only because it's them. Like, it's just about their sex lives. If it was strangers, we wouldn't know, really, would we? We wouldn't know anything. Yeah, I like Callum. Yeah. Immature reviewer.
I don't know. I can't.
I think he's a little bit messy, but not too messy. I want more for Chris as well. Like, I just don't. He needs to get out of this funk. He just needs to get out of this funk with the girls. Yeah. I don't find Kaz, but the rest of them, I'm not really finding very likable. You know, I do not like Hannah. I don't like Hannah. What's the other one?
I started off so. Yeah, I really did like Hannah in the beginning, but as it's gone on, I think maybe it's her alliance with Georgia S. I'm just seeing her as delusional, stupid, and yeah, she's lacking something. And then Tyler coming in hasn't helped Hannah in any way.
Yeah,
it's like that whole pairing is crazy to me. So I don't like her. Don't like Georgia. Semi like Georgia H. Don't like Abacus.
Yeah, she's my number one. I don't like. Then Hannah. Then Georgia S. Then H. Then Liberty.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly. Yeah, I don't mind Molly too much.
Molly's a medium for me with Georgia H. They're medium girls. I can like them 1 minute and the other minute I don't care. And then I think it is Liberty. But Liberty's goodiness is just infuriating. No, I do like Kaz. But still, Kaz is goody too. There's nobody to really ride for.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying. But yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. And then all of like this, and also as well, man, it's a lot of blonde, you know. It's headachy.
Olivia's coming in. That's a brunette.
Oh, okay. Who prefers brunettes? Anyone?
Nobody said, you know, but I feel like Josh would go for Olivia.
Josh, probably. Chris will as well. Oh, Sophie. I don't mind Sophie. Forgot about her, but I don't mind her. I think she and Molly is the same for me in terms of level of like.
Yeah. We need more from Sophie though, but then if we get more from Sophie, we're gonna hear her voice more.
Yeah. So. You're a bit like a hypnotized chicken.
Alicia Shaw says Hannah needs her own show, like how Katie Price had hers. That's what Hannah's angling for.
Oh,
I'm sure Katie is her hero.
Maybe. I just don't like why. Like Aaliyah, I need to know more. Like, why does she need her own show? Like, what are we gonna learn from her? I
think Hannah wants her own show, and then we'll see her little boy Reggie all the time.
Oh yeah, Reggie. You know she's gonna be on Good Morning with Reggie. On Lorraine with Reggie.
Oh no. Shah 13 says you like blackface Georgia H. Absolutely. I know she's on blackface. She's just a medium. I don't like her. Medium tolerance.
She's down bad for me. I can't lie. I'm just not. I think she's taking the piss and she is so self-absorbed and like this whole like let me align my chakras.
She needs to though.
Oh, Olivia Atwood's getting married.
Yeah, not that Olivia.
Olivia Wood's kind of gone clear now anyway. She is fully...
She don't need to go. Yeah, she don't need to go back on the show at all. They would need her. But yeah, she doesn't need to go on Love Island. It's Olivia, I can't remember what her name is, but the Olivia that we had dubbed a proper villain in her season.
Yeah.
Left with Maxwell.
She had the funny, strange speech.
And yeah, she used to put her head down and be like, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, she was annoying. That's what Olivia was.
You did used to do that.
Are you talking to me? Kai, so you can't talk to me, no?
Kai, do you remember Kai? Imagine you win, no one even cares.
How could Kai... She actually gave Kai relevance. If she had left Kai alone, nobody would have really have cared about him. And
yeah, definitely.
But he did work. Yeah.
What is her name? Olivia. There's so many of them. Not Hawkins, not Atwood.
I can't remember.
Season 9.
Yeah, that was it. Season 9 she was in.
Oh, yeah. She calls herself Liv. That's why.
Okay. Kai and Sanam are happy as fuck. They are, but they got no... Yeah, I think they're going to get engaged soon. Definitely. They seem like they're on that path. Yeah. I think so. They look happy. So let's Olivia and Danica come in, I think, next week.
Oh, is it? Danica's come in, and she... Oh, yeah, you said she potentially got a history with Tyler.
There's been more chat on Reddit saying that Danica should be coming in as well.
Danica.
They told me that Turtle Bay couple was representation. Oh my god. Life of Bud. That Turtle Bay couple. That is a way to describe them.
Honestly. Fits, isn't it? I bet they go there.
I mean, Gilda's saying Olivia Hawkins. Was that her surname?
Hawkins. Yeah, literally just... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll be coming in. I think we'll probably get a bombshell on Sunday.
Yeah.
They got to give us something. We need...
They got to give us something. Because honestly, this show is dry.
Oh, Pseudo Chic said so. They're really sitting firmly on Kaz being the villa therapist.
They are 10 toes down. That's
a role.
This is your role. Yeah, this is your role. Like, they prepped her. This is your role. People are going to come to you with their problems.
Yeah.
You're just going to lap them up, give them advice, be throwing out advice, be throwing it out. Do you know what I mean? Be supportive, give hugs. Leaning close, listen, bring out your out.
Make people be accountable. That is you.
That is you. Don't miss an opportunity.
Quick with it. Quick with it
for someone else. Yeah.
You know, Chris's one, they probably rewound it. Like, she was still sitting there shocked that she had been picked. It's like, Kaz,
come on,
advice, like, we need accountability. I have to re-roll it.
Honestly, she is
Dante May, not the mammy trope.
Yeah, not just mammy. It's magical Negro. Is best friend. Is Black Betsy. It's all of that.
Oracle.
Yeah,
every trope that they put at a Black woman, she is there as the supporting role. That's her role.
That's it. Literally, she would be up.
And you're never going to be desired.
No, she would be up for best supporting actress. She would. Yeah. She's working overtime. Yeah.
And being the only dark-skinned Black probably was a condition in the contract. Oh yeah, some people write that in.
Right.
They want to be the only one in the village too.
No, Kaz wouldn't do that.
I'm not putting it past anything because her best friend is Liberty.
That's just for TV, Nana.
I need to meet her to say that she isn't a part of this as well. I need to meet her. I don't know. Are there any other black alums that would go back though, except Kaz?
I think a lot of the boys would. I think a lot of the boys would.
Interesting one. Okay, so if we go for
dark skin black, do you mean?
Dark skin black, yeah, because the mixed race, yeah, well, we know already. What's the name? Would go back in.
And Sophie's hair. Dark skin would be Yurande. Zara's mixed.
Yeah, I don't think Yurande would go back in.
No. Whitney can't. Catherine.
I feel like Catherine would go back into the franchise. Yeah. She actually did well.
Yeah. Wait,
I mean, it went nuts, but as in her desirability was never called into question. Catherine was always able to pull a man.
Oh, Priscilla. I forgot about Priscilla.
I don't think Priscilla would go back in.
No.
From a couple of interviews that she's done, it's not like she's been out and out like that Rachel one against Love Island, but
Rachel's pregnant now.
I think she wants her career to go in a different space where Love Island wouldn't help it in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Priscilla would, but I can't say for sure. Yeah, Shantae says Priscilla wouldn't. Who else is there? Samira was tipped to go in. Yeah, the original black girl, but I don't know, she didn't, so maybe not. But then she did like a white guy, so maybe.
What about Cynthia? She was Casa Amor. Oh, Leanne! Oh my God, Leanne!
I'd love Leanne to go in again, man. Her reign was cut down too short, but
yeah. She's the original.
Going to be a benefit to her.
Nah, not really. Nah, she's
gonna have a similar storyline like Kaz, really, isn't it? It's gonna be the same.
But maybe we get some banter, like just more like thingy, because these guys they don't all they know is what do you call it? Box, dye, and eyes. That's all they know. That's all they know. Oh, your eyes are so nice. Oh my God.
It's true.
They got no personality, man.
Oh, that'd be interesting. They should put Leanne in there as a bombshell, just for some giggles. Oh, Tyler and them were picking on Leanne on that live.
Why? I need to see this live.
This infamous live, I really need to watch it as well. Like, what were they saying?
They're just chatting shit, probably.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Tyler to be anti-black at all. I think that is probably a part of his rhetoric.
Probably.
Only if Cynthia got that wig together. No, not if she's going to do well. We've seen all the skits. Cynthia's wig needs to be mad.
that might work for it. It's true.
I wouldn't mind if Cynthia and Casey came back in.
No. Yeah. I would like to see them give it a go. I'm not going to lie.
No, Shantae May says, wasn't it Rachel they were picking on? I think it was.
Oh, maybe.
I think it was Rachel, because Rachel hit out at all of them. She basically called them all sellouts.
She's out here living her life. She's just on that shit. Oh, she's having a baby.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
she moved on. Okay, guys. I think that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we are back again on Monday at 12 p.m. where we're going to be talking all things Love Island as usual from a black perspective. Make sure you put the like button. Has anyone checked how many likes we've got? Because
please let us know how many likes. There is like 75 people watching with us now. We should, when we close this down, have about 50 likes.
It would be nice. It would be really nice to set the weekend, do you know what I mean, vibe, right? So yeah, like the video. If you're watching this, your replay gang, of course, leave a comment for us. We will get back to them and share with like-minded people too. Remember, subscribe to our channel, Your Aunties Could Never, nanaevanscom, and hey, it's Sade Salami. Okay, see you next time. Bye.